Howdy, I'm Luna. The artwork we're looking at today is called Knockturn Alley. The artist is Shanette, and the owner of the house is also Shanette. Its address is an elaborate estate of Unrest on the Qeynos side, located on the Maj'Dul server, and you can currently find it under the Hall of Fame on the leaderboards. All right, let's do this. So I had no idea that the vacant estate of Unrest had another house that was exactly identical to it called the elaborate estate of Unrest. The difference is, and from what I looked up, I don't know if this is true or not, that apparently the elaborate estate of Unrest is like got some furnishings in it that you can't move around, or maybe you can move them around. I don't really know, but it's like a starting point to kind of build off of, and the vacant estate of Unrest is completely empty. The last tour of Shanette's that we did was through her Diagon Alley, and that was in the vacant estate of Unrest, and this one's in the elaborate. Now, both are owned by Shanette, so that's why she couldn't have two vacant estate of Unrest, because you can't own the same house on a character twice. So that's why I believe she did it this way, which is perfect because I kind of took a little peek around, and it's a similar setup to the other one where it's all inside the garden area, but you don't even know you're in the garden area of the estate of Unrest. So that is really cool. My tune, this is still my touring tune because, again, I locked my main tunes and left my touring tunes open when my chrono ended. So we'll go ahead and give that some likes and love. If you can also give this house some likes and love, come on out and do so, because I know Shanette would very much appreciate it. Here's some information in case you wanted to know. This time, almost completely filled up. It is, yeah, like I said, I went around and just kind of peeked just to kind of get my bearings a little bit on this one. And yes, there is lots to see. And Shanette did post a comment for me because I had mentioned in my last video that people have done videos of these already, but I was just redoing the videos. And she said no, that the Harry Potter experience and other older homes that I'm touring right now, she's got some others on a list that she sent me, are actually renovations or relocations. And I'm actually the very first one to tour these versions. So these are like the redone versions of a lot of these things. So I'm very excited. So let's go ahead and turn around. Again, like I said, it's a similar layout to Diagon Alley, okay? But of course, we're not starting in the Leaky Cauldron. So we have a sign here that says Shanette's Showcase Personal Planetarium Portal. So that leads to Shanette's hub for all of her houses. And the Guildhall door, of course, is right over here. And as always, Shanette has some books. So we'll read The Knockturn Alley by Shanette. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. Due to item count restraints, as well as the home tending to eat items in certain spots. Oh, I did not know that. There are several locations in this home that are only facades, false fronts. Oh, that means we might be able to get into some of the spots. Ooh, that's cool. Actual Knockturn Alley locations that you can visit are as follows. So Borgin and Burke's, these are ones that are in the books or the movies. Borgin and Burke's, Obscura's Books, Pottage's Cauldron Shop, Tallow and Hemp Toxic Tapers, and Shiver Wretches, Venoms, and Poisons. So those were actually ones that were mentioned in the book or movies. Access to Diagon Alley can also be found near Mr. Mulpepper's Apothecary. Thank you for visiting this entry into my Harry Potter experience. If you would like to visit other homes in this project, they can be accessed via the Harry Potter Experience or my Shanette Showcase. Mischief Managed Shanette, and this was redone in March of 2021. So very exciting. Yes, so Knockturn Alley is kind of like the evil side. Like that's where you can do like the black market kind of place. It's a little bit shadier. You can kind of do some criminal underworld activity around here. So very fun. So Knockturn Alley locations by Shanette. And so some of these are real, like we saw that, but a lot of these I think are made up. And so we'll go ahead and read through this because, again, they're made up by Shanette and not actually in the movies or the books. So Borgin and Burke's is an antique shop. Cobb and Webb's are dark arts items next to Ye Olde Curiosity Shop. And so it has like the actual like places where they are. That's fun. The Coffin House, dark arts items related to necromancy. ELM plus wizard undertakers and embalmers. Marcus Scar's indelible tattoos located near the WW and Undertakers. Okay. Mr. Mulpepper's apothecary is potions and ingredients. Noggin and Bounce is shrunken heads. Oh no. Pottage's cauldron shop. We know that. Moribund's unknown locked. Oh no. Located next to the spiny serpent. Okay. Tallow and hemp toxic tapers is candles, etc. Located next to the locksmiths. And then we have Trackle Shank's locksmiths. Shiver Wretches, Venoms and Poisons. The Spiny Serpent, which is also an unknown shop, locked, located next to Moribund's. The Starry Prophecyr is a fortune teller. Okay. The White Wyvern is the pub and gambling house upstairs by Tattoo Shop. Ye Old Curiosity Shop is Dark Arts Curios, located between, okay. And then we have Gringotts Money Exchange, Wands by Grigorovich, Dr. Filibuster's Fireworks, Pillywinkle's Playthings, Owl Post Office, Weonin Whiskers Barber Shop, the Fountain of Fair Fortune, House Elf Placement Agency. Oh no, those poor house elves. Museum of Muggle Curiosities. That's an interesting one to have in Knockturn Alley. Oh my goodness. And some locations are technically horizontally, Horizont Alley and Karkik Market locations. Again, those might be other offshoots. I don't remember them being mentioned inside the book, but you know, but that makes sense. Diagonally, horizontally. Yeah, okay. Anyways, we will go and take a look then. We're going to do similar to how we did in the last one. We're going to go back and forth until we get into the other back alley locations, and you'll see what I mean in that. So we have one storefront here. Some of these might be houses and things like that too, because they don't have signs, but it's a nice little front door. This is a table, yes? Yep. I just, the wood on the tables and things inside this game are beautiful, and you can just use them to create whatever. So this looks like a potion shop of some sort. This is Cobwebs, Dark Arts, Artifacts, and Curios. So look at that, the little trunk with the dead arms hanging out. We got the skulls. Oh my goodness. And another beautifully done doorway created by Shanette. We can't get inside this one either. Oh, this one is very dark artsy. We got a coffin. Oh, is this the Undertakers? ELM and Wizards, Undertakers, and Embalmers. I like this front door. That is very nice, very spooky, very Undertaker-y. And then we have just this interesting little shop over here. Ye Old Curiosity Shop, by appointment only. Oh, so we would not be able to get in even if the door did open. Oh, and we have somebody's heart beating. That is definitely a curiosity. Oh dear. Oh, look at this. I love the purple in the background with the spider web. Wonderful. And look at those candles lining all around the outside, illuminating this coffin-y area. As we get closer to Nights of the Dead, Shanette does have me touring her CNC funeral services that she just finished. That was her last one that she finished so far. And so we will be exploring that as well. Ooh, what's this? Oh, those look like spoopy chairs. Very spoopy. What do we got here? This is the Spiny Serpent, closed indefinitely. Oh, because then the chairs are like covered. That's fantastic. And I love the use of the scale. What is this called? The Death Toll scale, dragon scale, because this is the Spiny Serpent. Obviously, don't know. Okay, we have another little, like, possibly a house area. I like this little front door that you created with a nice little awning. What pot is that? No. No, no. Oh, you know what? That's, like, the table legs, I think, because I think that's the underside of the table. Nope, I can't get it. But, yeah, I think that's the table is flipped over, and then that's either the legs or something. That's my guess. All right, so this fountain is actually part of the house in both the vacant and the elaborate estates of Unrest. And then if you were to go that way or that way, you would end up in the mazes, which she has blocked off completely. So this is Moribund's. It's also closed, so you can't even see inside of it. Oh no. I do like this like lava door though. That is very cool. And then this is usually where Gringotts is, but this time we have Borgin and Burke's Antiques and Dark Arts Curios. And look, it's a door we can get inside. I do like how it's framed with these yellow windows. How far in can we go? This place is huge. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at this. So she's got all these little like curios and different doodads. So Borgin and Burke's by Shanette. Borgin and Burke's is an antique shop located at 13B Knockturn Alley, owned by Mr. Borgin and Mr. Burke. And the shop owners are known to deal with unusual and ancient wizarding artifacts, and due to the sinister intents of many of its dodgy customers, as well as the greedy and money-minded nature of its founders, it also at some point was used to carry out otherwise shady business and to sell objects of dark magic and other dangerous magical items, including the Hand of Glory, an assortment of human bones, a pack of bloody cards, a glass eye, spiked instruments, a hangman's rope, a cursed necklace, and an array of leering masks that line the walls. And this, it might be directly from the book. All he could tell was that he was standing in the stone fireplace of what looked like a large, dimly lit wizard shop, but nothing in here was ever likely to be on a Hogwarts school list. A glass case nearby held a withered hand on a cushion, a blood-stained pack of cards, and a staring glass eye. Evil-looking masks stared down from the walls, an assortment of human bones lay upon the counter, and rusty spiked instruments hung from the ceiling. Even worse, the dark, narrow street Harry could see through the dusty shop window was definitely not Diagon Alley. Harry's first experience in Borgin and Burke's. The Vanishing Cabinet. A pair of vanishing cabinets will act as a passage between two places. Objects placed in one cabinet will appear in the other. The cabinets seem to ward off all known defensive spells, as they were successfully used to transport several Death Eaters from Borgin and Burke's into Hogwarts School, and Graham Montague was able to apparate into Hogwarts despite the protection spells of the school normally preventing such an action. If one cabinet is broken, a transferred object is trapped in a kind of limbo. Repairing it seems to be a very difficult task, as Draco Malfoy spent an entire school year with instructions from Borgin to accomplish. Otherwise, a simple mending charm would have been sufficient. Vanishing cabinets were highly popular during the First Wizarding War. In the event of a Death Eater attack, one could simply disappear to the other cabinet until the danger had passed. One can be repaired by using Harmonia Nectari Pessis. I know I pronounced that wrong. I'm so sorry. The Hand of Glory is a dark artifact, a shriveled hand which gives light only to the holder. Insert a candle and it gives light only to the holder. Best friend of thieves and plunderers. Borgin explaining the artifact's power to Draco Malfoy. And look, so yeah, so she's got like the paintings just kind of lined against the wall here. And there's one of the creepy masks. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I love the fact that we can actually get inside some of these. Other little oh, look at the dead plants. Other little curios and broken things and whatnot all. Some safes and vaults. This little alcove with lots more doodads and whatnot alls. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we gave it, look, even more scary masks. Oh, I like that mask. Is that from the marketplace? It must be. Yep. All right. Love how the mirror's like tilted. It's just not quite perfect. This is so cool. Got a rocking chair that rocks on its own. This is the fireplace, obviously, that Harry Potter found himself in when he accidentally said diagonally instead of diagonally. Oh no. We got human arm or some sort of arm, other little things. Oh my gosh, the floating crib. The yellow windows in here are fantastic. This tub, I think you can fill it with water, maybe. I'm not really sure. I think there's a thing to make it fill with water. Got like a place to have, you know, tell your fortune. This must be the human remains, maybe, or the hand. What is that box? Oh, tackle box. Oh, that's cool. And you know, you can play some spoopy music. This is so great. I love this. Very well done. All right. Hopefully there are a lot of other shops we can get inside because this was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Now, there are two ways to go. And like I said, I went around and just kind of got my bearings a little bit. And normally I would go left. However, the portals that she has are to the right. So we're going to go start there. Look at that. That's the Borgin and Burke's window there. This little place is private residence of Mr. Borgin. No solicitors. Well, and you have no windows, friend. My goodness. That's, you know, you should get some sunlight, sir. Maybe you wouldn't be so evil then. So we kind of go around. Now this is kind of going around the outside of the house, but you, again, would never know it. Ooh, look at this. Okay, so we found this foggy area with these like tombs and stuff. The last house crypts, excuse me, not tombs, crypts. And this tree is here, I think. Yes, it's because, yeah, exactly. And here we are to the portals. So this one is the Harry Potter experience. So you can get to every part of Shanette's Harry Potter experience through this hub. Or you can go here to go to Diagon Alley, which of course, even though in the movie it would not take you here, but through this portal you would end up in the Leaky Cauldron, and then you can look through all of her Diagon Alley areas. Okay. So, ooh, oh, did we finally find the potion shop? Look at all the different potions that she's put in there. Those are so nice. All right. So you have to go around this side of the tree. And Mr. Mulpepper's Apothecary, which is also closed. Ooh, I like the red with this blue. What bottle is that? Oh, it's an inkwell. Of course it is. Very nice. Yeah, that red and that blue, it's very sinister in a way, you know? Got some kegs out here. I wonder what that's for, but let's go check out this little shop. So this is Weonin Whiskers Barbershop, and it's also closed. No, I wanted to go in, but oh look, we're keeping with that red doorknob theme. I like this with the little window way, the little like almost like prison bars. Maybe you can get a prison haircut here. Before you go to Azkaban. Oh no. Oh, so this is some sort of a pub. Oh, here we go. The Fountain of Fair Fortune pub. Yep. So she's got this jug on the front. That is really cool. I like little additions such as that. All the little details. Oh, I like the little windows up there. So it's like, you know, you can live above the alley, basically. Ooh, okay, let's see. This is the White Wyvern Gambling House. Oh dear. So you can play music. Oh, I like how she's added the hallway into blackness there. And then everything's covered because obviously they must be closed, but again, to the black hallway. And a nicely done door. Ooh, I like that with the icy tile. Not icy tile. The dark ice or light ice or whatever it is. Oh, what a pretty little window box for Knockturn Alley. Oh, and I didn't even notice. Look up there. She's got, oh, that's one of those mirrorist things, tile things. But look at this pretty little window box. I mean, it's got some dead plants in it or whatever, but you know, it's still pretty. Okay, we're gonna go over here first. And it looks like it might just be a residence. Oh, here we go, we have a sign. Noggin and Bounce, Shrunken Heads, and Macrobar Miscellanea. Oh my goodness. And oh my, it's so bright. It's got to have one of those tiles behind it, I'm sure. Those ones that are like super bright. Editing Luna here. I was so fascinated by the pretty little window box that I completely forgot to look inside this window. And it's the one I was really looking forward to. Those shrunken heads. Look at that. You have like a goblin head in there. Oh no, the house goblins. Oh no. That's fantastic. And of course, candles made with skulls and things. What is this? Oh, hold on. Oh, that's the tapestry that's laying down in there, and that's the top of it. Oh my gosh, that is a really cool window. I apologize for missing that the first time. Okay, back to the video. Bye. That is so cool. And then a nice little stairwell. This is tallow and hemp toxic tapers, and they're open. Yay! Come on in. Oh, these are the candles. All the different candles that you can get. This is awesome. Of course, tallow. Oh, look, we even have floating candles. Oh my goodness. And then out there's where that pretty little window box was. I'm sure I wonder if it smells yummy in here or toxic. These must be the love potions and candles and such over there. And then we even have this nice little garden. You know, I wonder if they use some of these not so good for you herbs and things in their tallows and whatnot alls. Oh dear, another locked area. So this is Dr. Filibuster's fireworks, closed until tomorrow. But she's got all the fireworks going. This is just a crazy little area. And that is actually a door you can go into. I think that opens, but she's got that tile right behind it. So you cannot, even if you could get through the bars, you cannot open it. I love this. I think we're in the backyard of the estate of Unrest. Just a little window. A very good use of this space, I would say. Okay, this almost looks like a door you can open, but this is a table. Again, like I said, tables in this game are fantastic, especially for making doors. So this is Owl Post Office, Knockturn Alley branch. And oh no, the poor owls are going to be kept in those cages. Oh dear. I'm glad there's no live owls in there. It would have made me sad. All right, another fancy, oh, I like that. What is this made out of? Froth bark lean-to. Oh, wow, that makes a great, I mean, it looks like an awning. That's perfect. Have that cute, cool little star thing up there. And this is Marcus Scar's Indelible Tattoos, and they accept walk-ins, except for me, except for not my walk-in. And you got bars on the windows. We're in the back alleys, y'all. Ooh, a door we can go in. Okay, we're gonna go to this pink place first. And this is called House Elf Placement Agency, only open by appointment only. No, the poor house elves. Do these give off the pink light? These malice-fueled light posts? I would assume so. That is a very nice pink light. I might have to consider that for my current project. Okay. Okay, well, let's see if we can figure out what this is. Oh, there's eyeballs and stuff. Oh no. This is, oh, Shiverex Venoms and Poisons. Let's head on inside. Oh my goodness. Got that green light. Oh, and even an area, like a pretend door to go off into another area. And look at all these potions and poisons and all sorts of not so good things. Look, poison. Oh dear. And books and things. I don't see any books that I can read. A pretty little Shanette fireplace. Oh, I mean, yeah, there's lots of stuff. They put in all this stuff. Oh, I like that shelf, because that's one of those shelves sunk in. That is very nicely done. I like all the bottles on the shelves. This is really cool. But yeah, it doesn't look like we can read any of the books. That's all right, though. Yeah, this is cool. This is a cool little shop for sure. Now we know where all her item count went in this place. Ooh, I like this. I like those windows. The stained glass window of growth. And this is Museum of Muggle Curiosities, which is closed. Why do I get the feeling that it says Muggle Curiosities and it's literally just Muggles that are like chained up? That's what I envision whenever I think of this place. Because I could not see anybody on Knockturn Alley being as into Muggle stuff as Ron's dad. So I couldn't see like a car or something like that in there. But I could definitely see like some humans chained up for sure. Oh no. All right. So we have Pottage's Cauldron Shop. Oh, look at all the cauldrons in there. So we can't get, oh wait, maybe we can. This actually might be the door. I thought it was one that she created. Yay, we can get in. I was gonna say that was quite elaborate to be making this thing without being able to get in here. All the scales and different, you know, time telling things. Oh, look at the cauldrons. Now this I remember. I remember this cauldron shop. This must have been part of the original design before she moved it. Because I do remember seeing the cauldrons. And when I did Diagon Alley, I was like, oh, I thought we could get inside the cauldron shop. But now I remember it's Knockturn Alley. Oh my goodness. And then some interesting books and things here on the table. All right, go around this tree. Oh, this one we can get into also, because these are doors from the marketplace. So, Obscurus Books. Yay. Oh, okay, I like the red light in here. These very tall bookcases. And then, you know, of course, this is where the librarian would sit. And yes, the red light is fabulous in here. This is great. And then look at this huge fireplace. I like that with that ember tile behind it too. All right, well, I'm sure you can find any evil book that you would want in here for sure. All right, out the door, dinosaur. So now we're kind of going back around, and we're going to end up back at the fountain. But let's hit all these little doors here. So we have Wands by Grigorovich, now offering delivery via Owl Post. I like that door. That is really interesting. What is, I know it's one of the windows. Okay, so that's just, oh, I think that's the back side of the window pane. Oh, nice. That is a really good idea. That has a good wood trim to it. And then just this bright grate here, window, grated window there. Ooh, this is the fortune teller. It's got to be. The Starry Prophecyr, fortune teller, and divination supplies. I like the ball. Look at that window with the blue and the red misty tiles mixed together. This was before we had the pink and the purple. And so she has just created, it is over either a light or a dark ice tile. I like how the window is kind of a different kind of window too. And then, yeah, look at the door. And she used one of the Erisai crystal or whatever it's called behind there. Very nice. I like how it's like kind of wonky. It's like not a straight alley. That makes sense for Knockturn Alley for sure. This is a pretty little place. Let's see. Pillywinkle's Playthings, custom-made puppets and marionettes are our specialty. No, thank you. I don't think I can get in here. Nope, it's just very bright. But yeah, look at that nice little doorway there. Heading this way. Oh no, is this the marionettes? Oh yeah, so she's saying these little drunk people are actually marionettes. That's a cool idea. That is a really cool idea. Okay. Oh, we can see in here, but I don't think we can get into this shop. So it looks like we have some chests and crates and things. What is this place called? Trackleshank's Locksmith, closed for the day. And look, she's got a little key up on the sign. I like this doorway with, this is a window of some sort, yes? Oh, it's a bronze arch. But yeah, that makes a really good doorway. And then, yeah, here we are. We're back at the beginning with Borgin and Burke's right here. Oh, this was so much fun. I am definitely going to go inside Borgin and Burke's because that was just, this place is really cool. Oh, you know what? I bet this is the cabinet. I bet that's the vanishing cabinet that was in the movies and the books and stuff. In fact, you know what? We'll go ahead and stand in front of the vanishing cabinet, just like this. All right, thank you so much, Shanette, for inviting us out to tour another part of your Harry Potter experience. I love Knockturn Alley. If you would like to tell Shanette what your favorite part of her Knockturn Alley was, you can do so down below in the comments on YouTube, on the forums, or send Shanette an in-game mail. I know she would very much appreciate hearing from you and hearing about her work because artists like to give feedback on their work. And with that said, we will see you all in my next video. Bye!